exceptions, and with a local finance board filled with bureaucrats down in Trenton who decided they could give a waiver for any reason or no reason at all to increase property taxes. That was a system that could not give us the real relief that we needed. And this 2.0% cap represents compromise between myself and Senator Sweeney and the members of the State Assembly for achieving something that a lot of people didn't think we could, going from 14 exceptions to just 4 exceptions to that cap, and taking the local finance board and the Trenton bureaucrats out of deciding the level of your property taxes and putting it in your hands. And so now, if your property taxes, your local governing body wants to raise them above 2%, they got to come and get permission from the people who pay the bills. Put it on the ballot, get a majority vote of your citizens. You get that vote, then they get the additional property tax revenue. If they don't, they don't. There's not going to be anybody in Trenton who can override that. We have waited for 30 years for a solution to the property tax problem in New Jersey, and we've waited for the politicians in this state to fix it for 30 years. They haven't. My view is it's time to put it in the hands of the people of this state, and that's what this piece of legislation does, so that they can raise their children here and watch their grandchildren grow up here as well, so they can live in the home where their memories are built for their entire lives, and not be forced out of those homes because they simply can't afford their property taxes anymore. That is the cruel unfairness of what's happened with property taxes in New Jersey. And it's affecting not only our ability to grow jobs, but it also affects our ability to retain the essence of what New Jersey is all about. And that essence is our people.
I read, because I do read all the articles, how the governor scored a victory after victory. The governor didn't score a victory. I didn't score a victory. The taxpayers scored a victory.
An important policy step, a big important policy step, but one that I think changes the mindset for public officials, the culture for the political establishment in New Jersey, who now will be forced to make important, hard decisions that they wish they had the liberty and the luxury perhaps to have made all along. And this big culture shift is why this is so important.
You know, at the end of the day, you know, we can talk forever. It's, you know, is this a hard cap? Is it a flexible cap? There used to be 14 exceptions. Was that really 6? But it doesn't all matter. At the end of the day, Governor, maybe with you as the exception, truth be told, the 9 million people that live here rarely even know any of our names. The bottom line, you know, becomes what they feel every day. And that's clear that we need to listen to our constituents and know that property tax is #1 on their minds. And that, as we know, a cap can work. With the 4% having us gone from 7% to 3.3%, then at 2%, we've now raised the bar even higher.
Now, as long as we continue working on that toolkit to give local mayors the avenue they need to put their budgets together, school boards and county governments will be in good shape.
So, you know, in the end, this is all about making New Jersey a home for growth again. A home for private sector jobs growth, where we can put our citizens back to work. Where we can make this state again a place where people not only want to live, because many, many people still want to live in New Jersey,